How, bro? Let's start over here. 1, 2.
I have some on some of my polls.
I got you on record. It's on record.
Obviously, I do.
Everybody, pretty much.
How many are you using on
Suffix.
I'm a suffix man.
Fireline.
I changed this.
Yeah.
Spider wire.
Bob. Spider wire. Talking all about spider wire. Yes.
That's actually 6. Mr. Skinner uses spider wire too. I always use a
Oh, then I use it.
I was interested. He wrote an article back in 2001 for Noreast, and it was on Fireline. So I said, "Oh, he's got to be using that." So I said, "Are you still using the Fireline?" No, spider wire. Okay. Other braids. Anybody using anything else at the moment? Good, because that's kind of what I thought. Every time we talk about knots, lines come up, and it seems to be that those 4 are the main lines that are always at the topic of the discussion. Every time we do talk about it, there's not much concrete information on breaking strength. So I went online, and back in '06, Doug Olander from Sport Fishing Magazine actually went to IGFA and used this Instron machine, which is the machine that they test the actual breaking strength of all the lines. And he tested 31 lines, he tested 27 knots. And at the end of this, he found out that Fireline was the strongest. Well, that's great. He used Fireline for all of his lines, all of the knots that he tested on the 27 knots. Well, later that year, I can guarantee that every single manufacturer of line wrote him letters saying, "How could you endorse Fireline? You didn't test this knot. You didn't test that knot on our line." And a year later, he decided to write another article, and it involved 71 lines, monos, braids. He used the different types of fluorocarbons. And that painted another picture of all these different breaking points and knots. But now he's stuck to only the Palomar knot, the Bimini, and the no-name. At the end of all of this information, that chart is small by comparison. The chart, 71 lines, 71 different lines across and 27 lines down. The chart would be huge. But I said, you know what, for the topic of this discussion, I should use just 4 main lines that we use and are always brought up. You see across that top chart, I think there's a total of 8 lines in the 20-pound class category. The last 4 are in the 50. But you'll be interested in knowing that they didn't include Fireline in the 50-pound discussion, which I thought was off because I use Fireline and I wanted to see those results. Instead, most of the data is on the 20. And what you look and see at that chart is there's a lot of missing information. That missing information, I think, holds a lot of valuable stuff that I would want to know before I made a decision on these lines. What I did was, just to fill in some of these holes and give you some information here, that